Right, welcome to a special. As I think all of us, I won't say all of us, most have been waiting for Seasons. Well, it's due out now on the 24th. There's Seasons for 19 and there is a lot of changes. Before I go into some of them, I'm not going to go through a whole lot of it. I will link to the blog where Radimus has listed the changes and what they're trying to achieve in the descriptions column, but I'm actually playing here. Let's see if I've got it in yet. This is Newbie Farm version 2. This is new farmer mode, and this is what I'm playing off screen. So I had a ready-made farm and all the bits. I added a water mod to it, but that's not what really this is about. And I want to just get this round here and follow me. Once we get this going, I will explain more where we take this one. As you see, I've got some big machinery going here. Well, bigger than I normally use anyway. Alright, first thing, there's a hell of a lot of changed on Seasons. They're actually trying to do it so that one strategy is not going to win. You are going to have to really work to get a good crop. They've done things like just hook this up before I they've done quite a bit with the growth stages. Now before seeds would either germinate or wouldn't germinate. Now they say where some will germinate and others and some won't. So if the conditions are not spot on. Also, they may start germinating, then the conditions go again. Say you decide to that's it, got it. Take that off. Say you seed early spring, because let's have to have a warm day then. I'm leaving the course flat because I need that so I can read across to my other screen easier. Then, let's say you seed the field, then the weather suddenly changes, you get a frost. Chances are most of the crop in that field will fail. You need to make certain that when you sow, it's going to be okay for quite a while. I should imagine if it's like 17, if you wait until mid-spring or even late spring, you're certainly going to be okay. For most crops, that finally gets warm enough. There's a lot of proposals there. Also, weeds have been sorted out. You no longer get, as you get with basic weeds, and I know a lot of people don't have weeds switched off because it's so annoying. I have mine just because I don't mind a little bit of annoyance. Well, weeds will now grow gradually in patches. They won't grow all over the field, and there will be, and there is, a herbicide, a pre-emergence herbicide which you put on, which will stop the weeds from actually growing for that season of growth. As soon as you harvest, it's reset. Right, now I just want to switch off. That's it. I'm just going to set up course play for this. What I'm doing here is putting slurry down. Now that's another big change. It's the animals. They have really worked hard on the animals. You can either have slurry or manure. You won't get both. Why, I hear you all shout. Because you wouldn't normally. If you put straw in, let's get this right. If you put straw in, productivity dips slightly, but you get manure. Without straw, let's see if I've got this right. I'm just going to go across and read that. Weather, animals, there we are. Cattle can produce either manure or slurry, but not both. When they produce, what they produce depends on whether they have straw. the aligns better with how real farms are run. Not using straw will cause a slight decrease in productivity, but slurry is much easier to handle and worth more to the farmer than manure. So there you have it. Let's just set up this course. I tell you, with the new course play for 19, I no longer save a load of courses. It's quick to do them like this. We do 2 headlands, that should be enough. This is quick to do them like this, just do them as you want them. I'm just going to come out of cabs to see where that is. I'll back up slightly. That should do it. Alright, first waypoint, there we go. We'll set him off. Right, let's get back to what we were doing there. Now, care for the healthy animals has become of utter importance. Keeping them overnight in a trailer will kill the animals due to lack of food and water and movement. So you're going to have to look after them. Health seems to be more. You also know they've got to be simulating the age, weight and gender of each animal you own. So no more just buying a whole load. There's going to be different breeds in there. Cattle are divided into 5 breeds: Limousin, Sailor, Holstein, Ayrshire and Brabant. They're all different. Limousin, Sailor and Brabant are meat, and the other 2 are mainly milk. Horses, they change a lot. Now I'll let you read that because it gets a little bit complex, more complex than I really want to be, and that's not where I want it, is it? Has this thing got a... Oh, hold on. Should always check this when you use course, but it does tend to put in an offset at times. And you don't really want it. That's better. Now I brought the other tractor and trailer up there because that's got the refill stuff on there. But anyway, let's get back to this. Grazing. Now grazing mod has been integrated directly into seasons. Now I don't know if that will work with, you know, modded pastures, but it certainly should work with the in-game ones. But the grass will run out. As I say here, be careful as the grass in a pen can be completely eaten already. This depends on the size of the pen, on the amount of animals and the time of the year. So winter be no grass as normal. Now water, they have actually put a pump in which will cost you money, but that will keep the water troughs at 15%, so they won't actually run out. Now for someone with bad memory like me, that's a godsend. That's it. That's the biggest bit about the animals. The snow mask, well, that's all still got to be done. That's done under the collision thingy, tip collision. I'm not certain how that works. Now forecast all the weather. Now the weather has been also massively changed because the skybox is gone, and we now got weather happening all the time and changing all the time. So just flicking through from one box to another. That's been changed a lot. The new cloud system has been integrated with the new weather generation. And I'll just sort this out now. I need to stop the driver. I just need to bring this in. Now what tends to happen, I've found with this, is that will wander forward a bit, so I'll put the brake on as well. Just find me other tractor and trailer. I was going to be doing this anyway, so I thought we'd do this and discuss the new seasons a little bit. Just give you a taste of it. I think the new sound effects on the stuff is quite good. I like these new tracks. They sound, or the new sounds for the track, they sound a lot more meaty than they used to. Still not certain what. Horn still sounds pathetic, but there. Can't go in. Just refill this. No, this one ain't got. I don't see. Oh, in the course fab on there, so we do the same here. Now, the clouds has been great with the new weather system. This allows more offence every day. Rain in the morning, cloudy in the afternoon, and thunder at night is now all possible. So you could go for a full day's weather in one day. So just got to take this back. I'm just going to take this out of the field and start the other one up again. Wind speed and direction is now modelled. The wind speed is a key attribute to how quickly grass dries. The income from wind turbines is all dependent on wind speed, and with very strong winds they will shut down, which is as in true life. You get a high wind, turbines will not work. I'll just leave that there. We'll walk back here. And there was something else here. Visual turbines will now follow the wind direction. Now I don't know if that will be with modded ones or just the in-game ones, but even so, it's something a bit more to look forward to. Nearest waypoint is the one. Here, take off again, and we get back to the farm and refill the tank. Now there's a detailed weather forecast, as there was on 17, but even more so. It's just the weather forecast is now more detailed. Not only does it feature minimum temperature, average temperature, and maximum temperature, but also wind speed and probability of rain. Expected rain is also shown as drying of hay requires good weather. Now that's one thing to watch out for. You dry the grass down to hay and it rains, it will turn back to grass. Now grass will also rot, as will straw if it's left out in the open, and hay, come to that. So same as before, no leaving out, and grass I think will disappear as it does in seasons on 17. I'm not 100% certain on that. I have read through this, but I haven't got everything. I'm not going to bother with the snow mask, it gets a bit complicated. As crop rotation becomes very important now. You can't just continually say grow wheat year in year out. You will have to rotate, and also you can leave a field fallow and it will improve again. It will get back some of its fertility, which means that the old-fashioned British 4-year cycle will work, and that's 3 years of growing stuff and the 4th year where it's just lying fallow. Now all we need now is to be able to move animals where we want them, so that in the fallow year we can put animals onto the thing. Refill, let's see. Mustn't hit the other way. Where are we? And in the field hub you see the crop calories for the two previous planted crops. So you will have to, so you've got to rotate. If not, you will lose production. Now there's a bit here which, weeds, here we are. Weeds grow in patches and only when the temperature is right. They sprout all over the place. I'm just going to start back here. We'll just have to keep looking away and stop reading to drive a bit. I think I'm doing quite well driving and reading at the same time. Yeah, who said men can't multitask? Where are we? Yeah, weeds grow in patches only when the temperature is right. They sprout all over the place as small weeds and mature when it gets warm. When it gets too cold, they will start to die on their own. We have implemented spraying. Oh yeah, it needs filling up again. If you spray earlier on, you will not get weeds on the field. I should imagine that spray will be expensive. A bit like you've got in Soil Mod, for those who remember Soil Mod. You could spray the fields there and you wouldn't get weeds for a certain length of time. And yeah, you won't get weeds now until they're harvested. Mechanical weeders can only remove young weeds and have no preemptive function. So it's no good putting a weeder through. I think that's done all the weeds. In fact, if you put a weeder through, I should imagine they will pop up again, because all you're doing is pulling them out. Now, there's one other thing I really want to see, which for a new series I've got in mind is dead on the button. I looked at animals, breeds, horses, grazing, water pump, done that. Grass handling. Oh, that's all about multi-stage drying of into hay. Improved visuals and audio, they say. I haven't really took too much of all the sound system. I use a very good set of headphones and I don't find too many problems. Now, this is one, believe it or not, I am looking forward to. This is adjusted vehicle maintenance. Yeah, something to get excited about, isn't it, chaps and chapesses? And I'll just swap overdo this. Stop them again. I have to fold it, because if I don't fold it, it will think, and I think actually it didn't go anywhere. I just wasted one. I have wasted one complete lot because I had the brake on, and Courseplay isn't clever enough now to recognise the brake. It used to be, but it isn't anymore. Oh well, I'll have to remember to leave the brake off. I've only got. I might just have done it. Oh well, not to worry. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Alright, yes, now the thing is, we have replaced the Season 17 repair system for the base game 19 repair. So it's going to be the same as the base game, but added new logarithms for sell and repair prices. Oh. And I'll read the rest of that in a moment. We just need to get back to this one. If I remember the driving the right way. Yes, I haven't gone anywhere, have I? Oh dear. Let's just start this off again. Make sure it will go this time. Drive course nearest. Go. I mean, I'm getting in the wrong side here. Because I'll get back, get another tanker of slurry. Yes, I could do with a bigger tanker. But one of the reasons I've got these big tractors is, as anybody who knows newbie or river through will know, it's hard to get to the freight yard or the mill if you haven't got a powerful tractor. Anyway, that's not what I was going to do now. Get around this corner before I start reading the next bit. I don't want to end up in the river. I don't want to end up in the hedge because that's normal for me. But so far I've stayed clear of the rivers. Right, we've gone about repair. The chance to sell and repair prices a bit. Also separate the scratches, visible wear, from the vehicle repair. Now that is something that I cheered as soon as I read that. To improve the performance of the vehicle you can repair. To make the vehicle nice and shiny again, you will need to repaint the vehicle. This is costly depending on the size and complexity of the machine. Now I'm doing one off at the moment. I'm getting ready to take over from the challenge, the newbie challenge. I've sorted the map I want. Mind you, it's dependent on getting seasons onto it. I've sorted the map I want and I've sorted out the basic storyline. But one of the things I wanted was all the machinery to look absolutely terrible. No paint on or anything. Look really old and scruffy. Which is great, except you can do that until you come to actually repair it. Because they run so slow and using so much juice you have to repair. Then of course it repaints the whole damn thing. That's silly little things like that I'm looking forward to. No, the release date is July 24th, 2019 for PC and Mac. Now for those of you on consoles, how about consoles, it says here, we need to make sure the mod is complete and bug free. After that we'll go through the final G&A process with Giants and we can put it on console. And that's basically it. So what I shall do is, we'll get this back here. I will post this video. I will put the link to their blog post in the video description. Now this is going to be a short one. I'm going to end it here now because I'm quite excited. There's a lot more to read on the mod on Seasons. It's now becoming a complete package. I thought that was good on 17, but if they pulled off half of this, it's going to be magnificent. Right, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. I most probably won't do how to install Seasons. I'll leave it to Farmer Klein. He's very good at those things. And when he does one, I'll try and remember to link to it. Alright. Yes, if you're not, if you like what you saw, please leave a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new people aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section. I read everyone. Yes, I'm a glutton for punishment, and I try and reply to everyone. And you're a glutton for punishment for reading the replies. Oh, with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio and happy seasons. No, I'm not going to sing Happy Times of Here again. Right. Park it there and cheerio.